Hi, everybody. Emmy here. Those of you that may or may not know, I also have a game streaming show, I guess you can call it, which is called Emmy Plays, and it's on Facebook. You can just look up Emmy EMI Plays, and hopefully it'll show up. I don't know. Let me see if I can. Oh, that's not what I want. Um, anyway, so I'm doing my I like this YouTube live thing actually. I'm doing my Ubering and my lifting. And so right now I'm just kind of waiting for one of them to notify me that I have a passenger. I don't know why the camera keeps going fuzzy on me. I have no idea. Anyway, the basically what this video is about is I'm going to talk to you a little about Uber and Lyft. I've been doing it now for a good amount of time. Forgot to one of my tips now, which is turn off the car while you're waiting. Anyway, and I've been doing it for, I want to say, I don't know, almost 6 months now. And I enjoy it. I started doing Uber Eats and I liked it, but I wasn't all that crazy about the money. And I know some people make like a ton of money with it. Well, I shouldn't say a ton. They make a good amount of money with it. What I've discussed, for those of you that don't know, might be for Uber Eats, you get a referral code that you can share with others. If they sign through that referral code, you and them get something. Now, this may not necessarily be available in your area, so you want to check in your area to see what Uber is offering, if anything. I mean, I'm not sure because I know in different areas they offer different things. Sometimes they don't offer anything. I mean, it all depends. So anyway, some people are making money from that, and there is a strategy for that too. There's a strategy for using referral codes, like especially if you have, like myself, your own streaming site. You can do that. Like for example, I do Audible, and see if I can. I don't know if I can do this here. I'm not sure. Forgive me, guys. I know I don't usually. Okay, never mind. Sorry about that. I was gonna put a link to my Audible thing. I don't know. I guess I should have done it before I went live. Anyway, that's not the point. So aside from doing the referral thing, what I would recommend you do is, first of all, get to know your area. Get to know what restaurants in your zone, in your area, actually participate in Uber Eats. And the way that you can do that is by opening the consumer Uber Eats app. It's different than the Uber driver app. See, when you're going to, I'm sure you guys already know this by now, but when you're going to actually drive for Uber Eats or Uber at all, there's a separate app just for the driver, and I think it's called Uber Driver. And then what you do is you log in to the account that you're using for Uber Eats. And if you're driving, now for me, I had to open a separate account just for the driving part to pick up passengers. I don't know. Some drivers are telling me I could use the same account, but I've tried doing that. It won't let me do it. So I don't know. Maybe it's just there's a glitch with my account. I'm not sure. Maybe there's something I'm not doing right. I'm not sure. Anyway, but this part is the same no matter what you're doing. You go into your Uber Eats, just the regular customer ordering Uber Eats app, and you put in your location where you are. Like, let's say you're parked near downtown. Okay. So you put, you use the GPS thing, you put where you are on that app, and then Uber will tell you what restaurants in your area use it. Now, if there's a lot of restaurants that use it, perfect. Stay there, park there and wait. If there's not a lot of restaurants, then, use your judgment. Do you want to stay there? Do you want to, maybe get a lot of, few requests, maybe not get any? My general rule of thumb is if you're waiting for, I don't know, more than 10 minutes and you don't get a request, I usually move. Because I know some people say 15 minutes. That's fine. If you want to wait 15 minutes, that's fine. You can do that. It's just, I want to be quick, with the food deliveries, they usually come quick, when there's a lot of requests. That's the first thing. The second thing is, if you're going to do rush times, okay, there's breakfast rush, lunch rush, and dinner rush. Those are all times that you're going to get high demand for meal requests. So breakfast rush can be anything from 6 in the morning all the way until, usually 9 a.m., sometimes 10. And then that kind of goes into lunch rush time. Lunch rush time can actually begin at 10:30 to 11 and go all the way into usually, 2 p.m. maybe. I don't know about 3, that's pushing it a little bit, but sometimes 3, sometimes. Then you have dinner rush. Dinner rush is really, really popular. That's where a lot of the money is, a lot of the big money, because a lot of people order, of course, a lot for dinner. Dinner rush can begin anywhere from mid 3:30 all the way until 7 p.m. Then you have late dinner, 7 p.m. till 9, and beyond that, there's still people ordering. One of the things that I've noticed is even during lunch rush, if you're smart about it, I've positioned myself so where I'm serving the patrons that order from downtown. Because think about it, a lot of people are working downtown. They need food, right? So they're going to be ordering from their area, or sometimes further than that. So if you position yourself near the downtown area where there's a lot of restaurants, around lunchtime you'll notice that you'll start getting some hits. People will start ordering, and one time I got like 3 orders at once. Now, that's another thing I kind of want to digress a little bit. Some Uber Eats deliverers say don't accept 3 requests at once or more. That's kind of your prerogative. That's your preference. I kind of take it from how busy am I that day. If I'm super busy that day, then yeah, I might do 2 at a time and that's it. But keep in mind that usually whenever you're picking up an order, if you get more requests at the same time, that's going to be from the same establishment. And again, this is dependent possibly on your location, because some people tell me no, sometimes I get an order at the exact same time from another location. Well, in my experience, I've noticed that I've been getting orders from the same location after I accept it. So that's the key. After you accept your first order, if you get multiple orders at the same time, then that usually means you're picking up from the same location. Now, if you haven't accepted the order yet, here I am. I'm getting. Okay, guys, see you later.